Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to Baltimore, hon. So happy to have you in our great city that we love, in this gorgeous spot right in the middle of town. It's just a gem. And just wanted to welcome you. Oh, I'm Chuck Caskey, CEO of Maryland Realtors. So happy to see everybody here on this gorgeous day. I'm going off script, but they're used to that. This is, like I said, a gem, the zoo and the park. A little, just real quick anecdote. Swan Drive, which you came in on, I'm pretty sure I have this right, is named after the parents of a friend of mine, a former colleague when I worked at the General Assembly. And her parents were instrumental in the desegregation of the tennis courts here on the park grounds. And so they were very much involved in the civil rights movement. And so there's a lot of history here. Look around, there's a ton of history here, and it's a wonderful place. And we're happy to showcase our beautiful city to you all. So again, thank you for coming. And with that, this is our annual inaugural and installation awards. I guess we call it a gala, but it doesn't feel like an afternoon, a gala in the afternoon. I'm not really sure. It's all right. I had another joke, but it was being inappropriate. It was a Groucho Marx joke. So anyway, I'll leave that for another day. Anyway, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our host for this afternoon. She is the 2019 president of the Greater Baltimore Board of Realtors, and of course our second woman president of Maryland Realtors in 1990. Please give a warm welcome to Georgiana Tyler.
Thank you, Chuck, and thank you all for coming out today. I am honored that Craig asked me to host today's festivities, and it's not only truly gratifying, but it's so nice to see so many friends and colleagues. First, a few reminders. Please wear your mask when not actively eating or drinking, including as you move around the room. And secondly, the little place card that you received as you came in, please leave that in front of your place setting so that the servers know which meal you're supposed to get. Kindly rise now and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. Bob Kimball, please join me to deliver the invocation.
May we join our hearts. Dear wise and loving Father, there are so many thank yous to express on behalf of all who are gathered here today. Thank you for your many and abundant blessings. Thank you for life itself, for the measure of health that we need to fulfill our callings, for sustenance, and for friendship. Thank you for the ability to be involved in useful work and for the honor of bearing appropriate responsibilities. We ask your blessings on the new leadership of Maryland Realtors and a special anointing upon our incoming president, Craig Wolf. Thank you for planting on the inside of him the seeds of possibilities, incredible potential, passion, creative ideas, and dreams. May his patience, different skill set, and most of all his open-mindedness be a light of new beginnings as we endeavor to grow our statewide organization, as we continue to allow all opinions and perspectives to be considered. Bless this food to nourish us. Praise to those who prepared it. Be with this group today as we celebrate another new year in our organization. We thank you for a competent and professional staff that helped to steer this ship as our board of directors continue to set the course. In all these things, we say thank you. Amen.
Thank you, Bob. We begin with a special thank you to the Greater Baltimore Board of Realtors, Blue Crab Inspections, Bright MLS, and American Home Shield. Would a representative from each of those organizations please join me and our incoming president in front of the stage for photographs? Thank you again for your support this afternoon. Today we install our 2022 slate of officers and directors and present our coveted industry awards. Now I'd like to introduce our guests seated at the head tables. Please hold your applause until the end. Dee Dee Miller, 2021 Maryland Realtors President, and her husband Chad. Craig Wolf, our 2022 President, his wife Peggy. Yolanda Muckle, 2022 President-elect, and her husband Craig. John A. Harrison and his wife Pam. Dale Ross, 2021 Treasurer. Chris Hill, 2022 Secretary. Chris Jett, 2022 Treasurer. Chuck Caskey, Maryland Realtors CEO. Brian Donnellan, CEO of Bright MLS. Please join me in applause as we welcome our guests. We have a few former Maryland Realtor presidents in our midst, and if you would please stand and be recognized, we will applause now. Now, would Dee Dee Miller, your 2021 president, please come up to the stage to present our awards. Thank you.
Good afternoon. As Georgiana mentioned, I am Dee Dee Miller, and I'm your 2021 president and about to be the 2022 immediate past president of Maryland Realtors. The Realtor of the Year award, the RODI, as it's often referred, has the feeling of an Oscar award, but is so much more than that. Whereas the Oscar celebrates one movie or one actor, the RODI looks at the body of work that a member has performed. The road to a RODI begins at the local board. It is here where a person is nominated with the recognition that that person is providing continuous, dedicated service to enhance the quality of our profession. Each local board evaluates their candidates on a set of criteria that focuses on involvement and accomplishment in real estate and local and state realtor associations. When our local boards decide on their regional Realtor of the Year winners, the names of these outstanding individuals move to the state level. At Maryland Realtors, we assemble a RODI committee made up of past RODI winners and chaired by a recent RODI winner. As past winners, they have a unique ability to examine the qualifications of each candidate to select the one candidate who rises to the top to become the Maryland Realtor of the Year, our state for the national designation. It's a straight line that runs from the local board from Maryland to NAR, which has been celebrating State Realtors of the Year since 1956. Realtor excellence is a long-standing tradition. We've had 12 nominations this year, 12 regional Realtors of the Year. So now please join me in congratulating our 12 regional winners. Please stand as I call your name and remain standing until all nominees have been announced And as we always ask, please hold your applause until the end. Jen Klarman, Anne Arundel County Association of Realtors. Please hold your applause till the end. Follow instructions, folks. Come on. Jen Ward, Greater Baltimore Board. And if you haven't noticed, these folks have sashes on, so you can recognize them. Please stand and remain standing until the end. Danae Sky, Greater Capital Area Association. Joni Hines, Carroll County Association. Mark Saunders, Cecil County Board. Joe Wilson, who was not able to be with us today, Coastal Association. Amanda Addington, Frederick County Association. Roseanne Spalt, Harford County Association. I like the air clapping. That's good, guys. Cleveland Horton, Howard County Association. You can't miss Cleveland because he's the tallest one here. Dormaine Green, Midshore Board. Shamika Price, Prince George's County Association of Realtors. And Tanya Redding, Southern Maryland Association. Congratulations to our local winners. And now it is my honor to announce our 2021 Statewide Realtor of the Year. Our award winner, who will advance to the National Realtor of the Year Selection Committee. Please join me in recognizing this outstanding individual who most recently served as past president of Anne Arundel County Association of Realtors, and I am speaking of none other than Jen Klarman. Jen, if you would please come up. There's a story. Oh, take your mask off. Are you okay taking your mask off? Okay.
Can I have a tissue? Jen, please come forward.
No, that was me saying, Jen, please come forward. Please don't pay any attention to the teleprompter with all the screen. Well, this is super heavy. Don't drop it. Okay. Congratulations. Oh my goodness. Now he's going to take your picture.
Oh, thank you.
Hold it.
Can I hold something else? That's my head here.
All right, do you want to tell your story? Chuck says there's a story. Here, I'll hold it.
Come on. I'm going to tell it. You go.
You better tell it. Don't let Chuck tell it. Tell the story.
No, just kidding. Thank you, everyone. So the story is that, let me get a little closer. Let me tell you the story. It started with yesterday when a client called me and said, Jen, I'm interested in this one particular property and I'm going to be in town and I want to see it at 11 o'clock. And I was like, great, perfect. And anyone who knows me knows that the first thing that I do is say, going with the client, going with the business. And so I proceeded to make a quick courtesy email, sent it out to April and to Adrian and said, won't be there tomorrow, so I just wanted to let you know. And immediately I had this call and it said, you need to call me. And so picked up the phone and I called April. And she was like, so here's the thing. You need to be there tomorrow. And I was like, I really am going to be fine. I mean, there's going to be a lot of other people there. And she goes, no, you really need to be there tomorrow. And so I went ahead and scheduled with someone else to be able to take the 11 o'clock. I met the client one set of the clients there this morning at 10 and then hand it off to another so that I could be here today. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So we've all been there, right? And we've all gotten that call. No, you need to be there. I got that call once too. Yeah, that happens every now and again. We're still working people, right? It's our volunteer world. We all know that. So congratulations, Jen. The next award happens to be the President's Award, which is given to realtors who have a history of exemplary leadership and commitment in their volunteer work with Maryland Realtors. Our recipient is a member who has never said, "I'm too busy," while serving his fellow members or his community. There is never a moment that I don't see this member with a smile on his face and ready, especially this year, to run a virtual meeting. He made it look easy, and he was definitely an inspiration to all of us. This individual was the 2020 local board president for his local association. He chaired the 2021 Bylaws Task Force. He is 2021 Maryland Realtors Executive Committee member, and he is an RPAC trustee member. It is my personal honor to present the 2021 President's Award to Joe Wilson. So, as I said a moment ago, unfortunately, Joe was not able to attend with us today. So at this time, I will ask Grace Maston to come forward and accept this award on his behalf. So, Grace? We can applaud for Grace, too. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, mask on, mask off. Oh, wax on, wax off. Mask on, wax off. It's like the Karate Kid.
On behalf of Joe, thank you. I don't have a story like Jen.
Good deal. All right, next we have the presentation of the Shining Star Award. And the Shining Star Award recognizes a realtor who has demonstrated outstanding commitment to our programs and activities. This realtor member was nominated from her DEI advisory group members, and her nomination is described as being active and passionate. For example, her efforts to raise awareness about pocket listings has resulted in Maryland Realtors Legal Department devoting an entire segment of the most recent legal hotline webinar to pocket listings, modifying the Fair Housing Outline to include a segment on pocket listings, speaking with the Public Policy Committee to address the issues from a risk management perspective, bringing the issue to Bright's attention, prompting the organization to change their policies. This shining star has a strong commitment to driving Maryland Realtors' DEI initiatives forward and leveling the playing field so that all Marylanders can have a shot at achieving the American dream of homeownership. I am very pleased to announce Neanna Ammerman McLean from the Greater Capital Area Association of Realtors as our 2021 Shining Star Award. Neanna was also unable to be here today, so I will ask Colette to come up, and Colette is going to accept on behalf of Neanna. So I'll leave a round of applause. Oh wait, we have to stand on that. We have an X. Mask off.
All right, thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Something that is personally gratifying to witness is how our members and local boards build up their areas through charitable action and community service. The investments made in time, sweat equity, and the money are the things that help to make a community strong. The William J. Neary Jr. Community Action and Realtor Excellence Award, known as the CARE Award for short, recognizes the achievements a local board has enjoyed in community service and charitable action. It recognizes these boards' investments by making an investment in a board's charitable actions, William J. Neary was Maryland Realtors' 2002 president, and he was the champion of the CARE Award, which is why this award bears his name. $18,000 will be split between the two local boards, at a large board with 1,001 or more members, and also a smaller board with fewer members. Both boards will split the $18,000 evenly. The money's going to the charitable efforts identified by each winning local board. The 5 large board association nominees for the annual CARE Award are, please hold your applause, Anne Arundel County Association, Frederick County Association, Howard County Association, Prince George's County Association, and Southern Maryland Association. So please join me in congratulating our 2021 CARE Award winner, the Prince George's County Association of Realtors. If I'll have Shamika Price to please come forward to accept the award. You can. All right. You're okay. If you want to. Okay. Let's go. So if I could turn your direction to the monitors that we have displayed in the room, we will have a short video here to show you from PG Carr's CARE Award video submission.
This community day is a day that we all get to come together. I mean, we've all been separated for the past year. So to get out and create some sense of normalcy in our county and to be of service in our county, I think it's very important to all of us here. And to show our faces and show that if we can be involved in the betterment of our communities, everyone else can. I mean, we want our communities to have curb appeal also, just like the homes that we sell. Hi, my name is Shamika Price, and I'm president of the Prince George's County Association of Realtors.
Hello, my name is Michelle Riddick of the Leeway Foundation, co-founded with my son, Damian Lee of the Golden State Warriors.
We're excited to partner with the Leeway Foundation and Giant Food to provide meals to families here in Prince George's County. This year has been very challenging due to the pandemic, and we want to make sure that we can provide a sense of happiness and joy and a sense of normalcy during this Thanksgiving holiday. Prince George's County Association of Realtors is the voice for real estate, but we have a long-standing history of supporting our communities. We want to make sure that our presence is felt in the communities that we live, work, and play in. So this Thanksgiving will be a joyous one for our families.
Congratulations, PG Carr. That's great. And now for our 3 small board association nominees for the CARE Award. Cecil County Association of Realtors, Coastal Association of Realtors, and the Midshore Board of Realtors. The Small Board Association 2021 CARE Award goes to the Midshore Association of Realtors. If I could have Gwen Estrich please come forward. Gwen? She's coming. Okay. Oh, that's good. Surprise. It's okay, I gotta put my mask back on. Oh, congratulations. So we will now take a look at Midshore's CARE Award video submission. That was great. Congratulations, Midshore. We will also recognize one winner of the Realtor Community Service Award. This award recognizes that unique member who understands and acts upon the importance of community involvement, philanthropy, and volunteering while also remaining active in Realtor organizations at the local, state, and even possibly the national level. This honoree demonstrates boundless enthusiasm, generously contributing their time and talents to many activities, including organizer of a health-related nonprofit devoted to educating Black women, board member of their city's cultural festival, founding member of a nonprofit formed exclusively for charitable and educational purposes in their county. For the past 10 years, they have helped build homes, donated funds, and volunteered to support homeownership. The list goes on and on. I am very pleased to announce our 2021 Realtor Community Service Award winner. Congratulations, Dormaine Green. Exactly, that's the way we like it.
Oh, my goodness.
I think Debbie's got you back there with the picture.
We'll get your pictures, Gavin.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Dormaine, as you know, is from the Midshore Board. And a past president of the Midshore Board, and a Realtor of the Year. She's like everything today. Good job. John A. Harrison will now come forward to present the Omega Tau Rho Award.
Good afternoon, everyone. The honorary fraternity of Omega Tau Rho, established in 1950 by the National Association of Realtors, recognizes realtors and select association staff members who provide dedication and long-standing service to their local, state, and national realtor organizations. Membership in the National Honorary Fraternity is represented by the Medallion of Service. Once a Medallion of Service is awarded, the recipient is a member for life. Fewer than 160 Maryland Realtors and association staff members are members of this fraternity. We have a number of the Omega Tau Rho fraternity members with us today. We would like to ask them to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. In recognition of her being recognized as the 2020 Maryland Realtor of the Year, today's recipient is Yolanda Muckle, who is extremely surprised over there. Congratulations, Yolanda. Thank you for your exemplary service. Would you please step forward? Okay,
in
what?
shock
I knew it.
again. And I'm not going to start crying as people think that I always do. Thank you. Welcome to the club. Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks. Georgiana, would you now return to the stage?
Thank you, John. Congratulations to all of our award recipients. Now please enjoy your lunch, and the program will resume after lunch.
Hopefully everybody had enjoyed their meal and had a chance to conversate with everybody at your table. I'd like to invite Dee Dee Miller to come to the stage. Dee Dee? Dee Dee, it's been a demanding and exciting year, and it was a pleasure to serve with you. I'm looking forward to building on the foundation you set in place. On behalf of our Maryland Realtors, we thank you for your extraordinary dedication and hard work. On behalf of our Realtor family, I want to present you with the President's Circle as your induction into this dedicated group of leaders. I was like, want to drop it. Chuck Caskey, would you come? Oh, we have one more. I'm so sorry. They told me to ad lib, and we have one more small gift for Dee Dee from the officers, and so we want to thank you with this too. And now, Chuck Caskey, would you please come forward for an additional presentation? Chuck?
Can we get a picture?
Sure.
So we are live streaming this, of course, and we have all gotten very, very comfortable with the technology. And if there's a person that mastered a Zoom meeting, it's Dee Dee. I almost said Zeddy. Zoom Dee Dee. And so we talked a lot about it, and as you all know, those meetings can get a little bit out of control at times. So we talked, and if there was a person who took control and made those meetings hum, it was Dee Dee, and we had very productive meetings. And so I don't want this to be hanging necessarily in a place of honor where you have to look at it like for the rest of your life. But when you do look back on these times, I do hope that we pulled enough positive things from this, and then every once in a while pull this out and say, yeah, I remember that. And so we put this together, we put our heads together, and we thought,
Oh no, oh no.
So this is Dee Dee presiding over our executive committee. April masterminded this, and Dan's nephew, was it? I think it's Dan's nephew, right? Who's the artist. And so everybody, multiple screenshots of everybody, and there's a little bit of everybody in here. My plant in the background, John, Delia Abrams, when she was really intent, she used to tilt her head, so April did a great job of picking out the little idiosyncrasies. Dale, what was Dale? Has his flag in the background, I think, or whatever. Dan Hoff has his hand raised.
Because I made him raise his hand.
She made him raise his hand, and he had something to say about just about everything. But no, I didn't say that out loud. And so anyway, this is just a little token of our appreciation for your year, and we hope it brings back fond memories.
It's hilarious.
Isn't it?
Oh my God. All right, your picture.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I'm going to hand this all back to April.
Yeah.
For right now. Thank you. We all needed a good belly laugh after lunch. Oh my gosh. That was pretty hilarious. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, here we are. So what can I say? It's been an unusual year. Obviously, it's been an unusual year. 13 months ago, this group made an unprecedented decision to have this live installation broadcast from a local production studio in Annapolis for this very event. Never before had this type of format been attempted, but with some expert advice from our production crew, who also joins us here today, we made it through our live broadcast with only a few bloopers. I think that set the tone for the year. Maryland Realtors is committed to embracing technology so that we can continue to bring more programs to our membership even the bloopers. So really, as we all navigated this Zoom world, as you just saw in this, this piece of artwork, who in here forgot to mute themselves, right? Or you forgot to unmute yourself, and you still owe donuts when we're really back in person down in Annapolis, when we're sometimes back in person. There were cats, is Melissa here? There were cats walking across keyboards, like all the time, right? There was a dog that barked in a webinar. That was my own dog barking in the webinar, and an actual webinar attendee put in the chat box, "I don't understand, where's the dog?" So of course staff was, deleting that comment as we went. But Cooper needed to be part of this year too, my puppy dog. But we all made it work, right? We're still making it work now. We're still doing this, and that's it's been, again, an unusual year, but we make it work. A few members have expressed to me recently that they were sorry that I had to be the pandemic president. And it's okay if I'm a little disappointed. Although it wasn't what I envisioned, disappointment is definitely not on my mind. My memories will be of the staff and the members working together with a laser focus, but without the costly travel and tiring travel, right? You're tired after a whole day coming to Annapolis, especially if you come from one of the farther places, like a lot of you have traveled today. Thank you, by the way. And we overcame a lot of that, and we overcame a lot of our fears as far as the technology goes. And guess what? We got a lot of work done because everybody really put their heads together and we made it happen. So this new mode of communication will be something that certainly will serve our members well into the future, opening up possibilities for participation from every corner of the state, and that is a win for our 29,000 plus Realtor members. There are so many ideas of success and how to create success. One in particular is overcoming obstacles. I could not be more proud standing here today, thinking back on all of the obstacles we have overcome in the last 18 months, starting during John Harrison's presidency, as he shifted us into this virtual world. John, I thank you for your leadership during that time. It was unlike no other. You helped to pave the way and to keep Maryland Realtors on track at a time when others were being derailed. Thank you. Thank you, John. There will always be obstacles in our paths. It's how you react to those obstacles that creates your success. To my 2021 leadership team, John, Craig, Yolanda, and Dale, I could not have asked for a better team. Your support this year was invaluable, and I thank you all. I would also like to thank our 2021 committee members, chairs and vice chairs, as well as the executive committee and our board of directors. Without you, the members, volunteering your time, the work of the association would not be possible. In addition, I would like to thank our Maryland Realtors staff and CEO Chuck Caskey. Sometimes we forget all the daily moving parts and what it takes to run an organization of such magnitude. And they certainly have proven they continue to be up for the challenge. Last but not least, one could not perform, as many of you know, all the volunteer efforts of a leadership position without those in the background who tirelessly work in your absence. Ann DeLita, fellow realtor, my partner in crime for all things real estate, and my office mates from Long and Foster. Chad Miller, my husband of nearly 25 years this December, and my two boys, AJ and Michael, who are truly the ones that ignite the fire behind everything it is that I do. Leadership is not to be taken lightly, and I will be the first to admit juggling the day-to-day operation of my business and home life alongside my obligations to this association was exhausting at times. Late nights, early mornings, and multitasking took on an entirely new meaning for me. The last years definitely helped me to sharpen organizational skills, communication skills, as well as all our new video skills and interviewing and things. Teleprompter, all these new things that whoever did this. Maybe Yolanda did a little. So she's gonna be really good at it by the time she's up here. But these are skills that really will continue to serve us for a long time to come. So today, I will have the honor of passing the gavel, as so many have done before me, to Craig Wolf. Craig, I look forward to your leadership in the coming year and will support your efforts in my new position as immediate past president at 12:01 a.m. tomorrow night on Thursday, right? Thank you for your willingness to serve. I wish you all the best, and I know you will be a great leader for our members. As I conclude today's remarks, I am truly humbled to have served as your 2021 president of Maryland Realtors. And it is my hope that on some level, I have inspired a member out there to truly believe that your voice is heard, your ideas do matter, and collectively we can make a difference because that's who we are. Thank you. Thank you. I will actually now turn over the mic to Anita Davis because she is going to do the installation of the 2022 officers and directors.
Good afternoon. It's my honor to install the directors who will lead the Maryland Realtors in 2022. Will the following members of the Maryland Realtors 2022 Board of Directors please present themselves by standing in place? The District Vice Presidents, At-Large Directors, Large Firm Directors, Local Board Directors, Diversity, Equity, Inclusions Advisory Group Directors, President and President-elect appointees. Please raise your right hand. State Association on Directors. Do solemnly swear and sincerely promise and affirm that you will administer the office of Director to the best of your ability and judgment in conformity with the bylaws of Maryland Realtors, that you will make decisions based solely upon the best interest of Maryland Realtors, that you will not use the prestige and power of your office to your selfish advantage, but to service of Maryland Realtors, so that the interest of the members and the consumers they serve are protected, that you believe in the Realtor Code of Ethics, that you will comply with the code and see that others do, that you will act with honor, justice, and enthusiasm, and that you will treat all members equally. If you agree, signify by stating, "I will." By the virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I do hereby declare that you are duly and officially installed as 2022 Directors of the Maryland Realtors. Congratulations. I will now install the Maryland Realtors officers. With the following officers, please come up to the stage as I call your name. Yolanda Muckle, President-elect. Chris Hill, Secretary. Chris Jett, Treasurer. And Dee Dee Miller, immediate past President. Do you want to stand right here? Through election to your respective offices, you assume the responsibility of leadership of Maryland Realtors. You are identified as Maryland Realtors officers, dedicated to the best interest of the public and the welfare to our members. As elected officers, you're entering into a new and exciting adventure that comes through service. One secret to living is the art of giving, and so, to you, This year comes the privilege of service to your peers and learning that lasting happiness comes through the investment of your time, your unselfish interest in the lives of others. Your actions and decisions will be guided by a deep and abiding concern for the welfare of the members and the best interest of the public, as well as the tremendous responsibility that comes through the investment of your time and talent in the best interests of Maryland Realtors and our profession. Officers, please raise your right hands. Will you solemnly and sincerely promise and affirm that you will administer the office to which you have been elected to the best of your ability and judgment, in conformity with the bylaws of Maryland Realtors, that you will treat all members equally, that you will not use the prestige and power of your office to your selfish advantage, but to the service of Maryland Realtors, so that the interest of the members and the consumers they serve are protected, that you will act in all ways to be governed by the principles of honesty, justice, and fair play, and in every possible manner endeavor to promote the safeguard, the best interest of Maryland Realtors, and the welfare of its membership. If you agree, please signify by stating, "I will." By the virtue and authority conferred upon me, I do hereby duly and officially install the 2022 officers of the Maryland Realtors. Congratulations. Georgiana Tyler, would you like to join us back up on the podium?
Al Ingram, the 2006 Maryland Association of Realtors CEO and the Greater Baltimore, can you roll that back? I know everything he did. I thought I could wing that. Just goes to show. The 2006 Maryland Realtors President and CEO of the Greater Baltimore Board of Realtors will install Craig. May Al please come up to the podium. Who are you?
Craig, it is my honor to install you as the 2022 President for Maryland Realtors. Craig is a dedicated, passionate, and committed to the profession through his work in the realtor organizations at all levels. We are fortunate we have your leadership this coming year, and he brings an extraordinary level of talents to this position. Craig, please join me at the podium. Craig Wolf, as president of our state association, you are charged with certain additional and important responsibilities and obligations. You must be a leader and the organizer, willing and enthusiastic, ready to sacrifice personal interests for the good of the members. Please raise your right hand. Will you solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that you will administer the office of President of the Maryland Realtors in the best judgment and in conformity with its bylaws? Will you, in all of your acts as president, be governed by the principles of honesty, justice, fair play, and in every manner possible endeavor to promote and safeguard the best interests of Maryland Realtors? That you will treat all members equally, that you will not use the prestige and power of your office to your selfish advantage, but to the service of Maryland Realtors, so that the interests of the members and the consumers they serve are protected. By virtue of the authority conferred upon... Oh, you're supposed to say, I will.
I will.
I wasn't sure with that pause whether... By virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I do hereby declare that Craig Wolf, you are duly and officially installed as the 2022 President for Maryland Realtors. Congratulations. Welcome to the show. Dee Dee Miller, will you please come forward for the passing of the gavel and the presentation of the President's pin?
All right. Craig, I am pleased to present you with your President's pin. Right here? That's good? Fine. All right. It looks good. All right, nice. Okay. The passing of the gavel. Are you making fun? Like
No.
No, I'm kidding.
That's an idea, but no.
No? Okay. The passing of the gavel symbolizes the transfer of the duties and responsibilities of the office of President. So, Craig, I am passing this gavel to you today.
Thank you.
We'll keep this over here. That's where you. Okay, you're welcome. I also have something for you to mark this memorable occasion. So we have a couple things. So Craig, you will be dedicating, wait, let me step back up. You will be dedicating so much of your valuable time to all of us in the coming year. I'd like to present to you this small gift of gratitude, okay, for all that you will be doing and for all that you have done. And we'll give you a little hint about what it is. It will help you not be late to the many events you will be attending this year. You're welcome. So yeah, there's more. You should open it and show everybody. Very pretty. You're welcome. Don't move yet. This is not in the script, by the way, because Rigo's like, wait a second, she's going off script. This is just a token for you, and you'll know when you open. There's a little story behind what's in this bag, and you will appreciate it, I hope, and enjoy it.
I hope.
And you will. No. It's.
Do you want to do it now?
Well, you can if you want to. So. Oh, sorry. Okay, the main part, the funny part is this. So, recently, Craig and I attended an event, and we were at a table, and Craig accidentally got something on his tie, and he was to speak. And at least 2 other men at the table said, Craig, you don't have a spare tie in your car? And then someone, I can't remember who it was, offered their tie to you.
Chris Brewer.
Oh, it was Chris. It was Chris Brewer. So Chris is like, Craig, would you like my tie? And at that moment, I thought, you need an extra tie. So this is actually a KP tie, which is Kenny Purcell, for those of you who know, National Association of Realtors, coming up in 2023. And I ordered you a KP tie. So this is your spare tie to keep in your car. It's a very unique pattern, so I will always know when you're wearing it. And everything else in this bag is for when it's that late night when you had that really frustrating meeting one day. And
it's just coffee.
It's some coffee, because he'll be up late thinking. It's decaf coffee.
Yeah, decaf.
Yeah. There's some treats in there, so.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, big deal. And I have one other small gift. Now I'm really going off script because Chuck's like, whoa, what are we doing? And Chuck, if you would come up, this is actually for you. So we can't do what we do as in these positions without a lot of staff help, obviously, and when we're doing this with Rigo helping us, true, but also our CEO. And Chuck, you have been a wealth of knowledge and immense support to me this entire year, and I can't thank you enough because you made me look like it was easy doing all that stuff, but you were definitely helping behind the scenes, and that means the world to me. So you were part of the successful year, 100%.
And so is everybody, the staff here.
All back here.
Not just me. It can never just be one person.
It's not. It's absolutely a group effort all the time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I think I might be done now. You go.
Thanks. You know, when I got here today, everybody said, "Are you nervous? Are you nervous? Are you nervous?" And I kept saying no, and then Al was reading all those things that I had to agree to. And that's why I paused. I was starting to get a little nervous. So I thank you all for coming. I know this is a time out of your day, and with COVID and everything, I really appreciate you taking the time to come. And I want to thank Al and Anita and Bob. Bob, you really can do it, you know. Thank you. And the officers and directors and Georgiana and the guests for coming out this afternoon. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Dee Dee. I said this yesterday. We were at a meeting yesterday, and Dee Dee gave a really nice speech. It was horrible. And she did it again today, and it's getting annoying following her. Because it really is annoying. But yeah, your service for the past 5 years, I just thank you for your service. We all owe you a sincere amount of gratitude for steering the association through these challenging times that none of us have experienced in our lifetimes. Now, the script says I will keep my comments short, but yesterday Vera Phillips said, whatever you do, don't say I'm going to keep my comments short, so I'm not going to say that. I know everyone is here, and I promise not to upstage today's special guest, the zoo's penguin. He will arrive soon, just in time for me to share through a few thoughts. I am not your typical president. While I proudly hold a real estate license, the history of my career has been to service to realtors and the clients they serve. When I started with American Home Shield years ago, the company encouraged me and continues to encourage its team members to get involved in the real estate boards that shape the industry. Well, getting involved is something I would have done anyway. It's part of my DNA. So yes, I quickly started volunteering at the Greater Baltimore Board, teaching classes first, then serving on a few committees with Martha Lessner and Bob Kimball as my first chair and vice chair. And then, of course, with Maryland, at officer, GBR, and then obviously with Maryland Realtors. But in all those roles, and in my new role now as the association's 74th president, I come with a different perspective, one shaped with the years of being in service to the real estate community and by the countless hours I've spent volunteering for the things that I believe in, the things that we all believe in, the right to own, transfer, and use real property, fair housing and housing opportunity, building a membership that represents who we are as a state. One thing I can tell you about the coming year, you're going to see a lot more of Maryland Realtors in your own backyards. Our last two presidents have presided brilliantly, I might add, during the pandemic that has affected all of us. We have been separated from each other physically, and that's difficult in a business that thrives on human interaction. Yet, we pivoted, used new technology, and have helped us to stay connected. And while it's always good to convene and turn to a Zoom screen and see Anita Davis or Melanie Gamble or Sharon Heiner, it will never be the same as seeing each of the wonderful people in person. That's why I've asked the Maryland Realtor staff to begin organizing regional roundtables throughout the state, taking Maryland Realtors on the road to listen to the unique needs of the region while also underscoring how we can work together to accomplish our goals for all of us. I firmly believe that we will cherish what makes this region in the state unique while also identifying and strengthening the things that unite us as Realtors. Look for details in the fall for the schedule of meetings to be held the first quarter of 2022. If you know me, you know I love to teach, and I really love teaching fair housing. I don't have to tell you all that the current class, which takes that you take every 2 years, could use a refresh. We are working on an update of the curriculum and bringing new elements to the class, and we work with the Real Estate Commission to ensure its relevance and it's engaging. Hopefully, it will become the standard statewide course. Next April, during Fair Housing Month, we will hold a Fair Housing Summit to explore the issues in depth and unveil the new class. If all goes well, they may even let me teach it. Another initiative that I have for this year is a task force to review the statewide contract forms to see where we might improve the terms and ease the use and consumer understanding. Now you're saying, well, Craig, how many times have you written a contract? Well, that's not important. And I can also tell you that I will not be on this task force. But my good friend Tom Dressler has graciously agreed. I'm not sure if he's graciously agreed. I sort of badgered him into it. But graciously agreed to chair the group, and I look forward to seeing what they can come up with. And just as we cherish what makes each region unique, it's thrilling that my term of president will coincide with significant changes in our governance. Working with our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion group and its chair, Joanne Poole, we've added 2 seats to the board of directors and 1 seat to our executive committee, reserved for members representing multicultural groups. We will need these voices when we talk fair housing, housing opportunity, diversity issues, and other issues related to expanding the opportunity for home ownership to all. We want leadership to reflect the state, and ultimately we want Realtor members to reflect who we are in all of our diversity throughout Maryland. We know that from a diverse group of people comes a multitude of different issues as we come to bring the association forward. We must guide by multiple voices and varied perspectives. You know, more than 70 years ago, National Geographic labeled Maryland America in miniature. Even then, the state was known for its contrast. We will honor our leadership and the membership as well. Realtor safety remains a big issue to me. We're in September now, at the end of September, but September is Realtor Safety Month. The association hosted a great hands-on webinar with safety expert Jen Cassetta. This webinar was very informative and well received, and next September rolls around, I will encourage the association to go deeper into Realtor safety. Engage safety experts like Jen, of course, but let's go deeper and have them document solutions where police have been called to homes simply because they showed because a realtor was black, having guns drawn on a realtor while simply trying to do their job. That's a safety issue. We also invest time in seeing how we might further improve RPAC. Kevin Turner, our Maryland Realtor Chair, would like to get in front of every committee once for 5 minutes, hopefully more, to talk about the importance of RPAC. Your political party affiliation does not matter. It's not Republican, it's not Democrat, it's Realtor. RPAC supports candidates on all sides, provides the candidate support, the tenants that support the real estate industry, property rights, fair housing, etc. I would like each committee chair and association staff who works with the committee to see what you can do to help Kevin get in front of your committee. We've got a lot to tackle moving forward. With inventories easing up slightly, it still remains an issue. This is something we'll monitor continually. The National Association of Realtors has a program, the Commitment to Excellence, or C2EX, which is an online engagement tool designed to improve your professionalism. We, with the encouragement and the assistance of our Realtor C2X ambassador, Shamika Price, further participate among our members. We will look at some issues important this coming legislative session, issues about density and the pitfalls of love letters. We will plan to have a conference, yes, annual conference in 2022. Many people asked about how difficult that decision was. I have to tell you, I want to have it, and I talked myself out of it, thanks to Chuck and Dee Dee's guidance. It was probably one of the toughest decisions we had to make, but it was the right decision to make, and the committee just did an amazing job. But we will have a conference in 2022. While it was heartbreaking to postpone that one, which was coming, it was the right thing to do for health and safety reasons. We got a lot to do. We got a new, energized leadership team, an active and expanded board of directors, and a lot of members. 30,000 now, so Dee Dee was speaking, it was 29,000 plus. We must have added a few in the last 15 minutes. Dedicated to the professionalism with the excellence within our industry. Thank you for this opportunity, and thank you for my support team. My wife, Peggy, my son, Jared, and his bride, Tori. My daughter, Maggie, couldn't make it today. She is working in the schools and just couldn't make it, but she's here in spirit. We've been sending her pictures. I look forward to a fascinating year because of all of us building this next year together, which is truly exciting. Thank you. Now, I believe, according to this little screen here, that the penguin is here. So as we exit, please stop and say hi to the penguin. Oh, and there are there's a thank you basket, men's and women's, of zoo socks. So grab a pair of socks to remember this event. Thank you, guys.